Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. EQ Nostalgia here. It's always hard to make a video for a game that just doesn't inspire you. You know, it's really easy when I can do a review for something like Resident Evil 7, something that really gets me into it. I'm happy to review it. I've been waiting for it, and it delivers on everything that I wanted from it. And then you play something like Ghost Recon Wildlands with the expectations. First of all, I should start over. I'm a Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter fan. Remember Gra? Yeah, those days were fucking fantastic. Those days are long gone. So if you're that kind of an Ubisoft fan, sorry, you're just kind of left in the cold. I mean, some people will be like, yeah, you can play Rainbow Six Siege, and that's pretty tactical, and I do agree it is. But even that, in my opinion, it's kind of done some things that are a little bit more, I don't want to call them casual, but they just added more like RPG elements to it, like the different abilities and shit that characters have. Going back to Vegas, we never had any of that fucking shit. It was breach and kill people, and it was pretty much that simple. Now you've got all these gadgets and all that shit. So being an old school Ubisoft fan is not easy. Tom Clancy fans, it's rough. I do like The Division. I know there's a lot of people that absolutely hate that game, but I think they turned it around pretty well, and I think it's a good game. I think it's a hell of a lot better than Wildlands. That's my impressions for Wildlands. So, not off to a good start here, right? First of all, the game is optimized like shit. I only have a GTX 960, not the best card in the world, but it can run pretty much everything else that I throw at it on decent settings where it still looks good. I wouldn't say high, I'd say medium high. You know, that area where you're falling in between, where the shadows are down to medium, but the textures and everything else are pretty much all the way up. Rendering distance is probably medium, somewhere around there. That's where my card is with everything that comes out. Okay, this game does not look better than The Division, and The Division I can pretty much max out. This I cannot. And I'm running it on medium, and it's running really rough. You guys can see it on the screen. It's running rough. The handling is atrocious in the vehicles. The best way that I can explain the vehicle handling to you folks is imagine Grand Theft Auto 3 having the handling cheats enabled. Remember that shit? Remember back in the day on PS2 when you enabled that shit and you immediately turned it off because it was a million times worse than what you were used to using? Yes, that instant, as soon as you turn, it's like, and you turn the corner, it's almost instantaneous. It's too responsive. It's too arcade-ish. Is that a fucking word? I don't know. I just made it up. It feels like you're playing an arcade game. I mean, Mario Kart has more fucking drift than this game when you're taking a corner, okay? And this transitions into the flying vehicles as well. I've noticed this with the helicopter. I haven't tried anything else in the sky, in the air, I should say. Air vehicles, no jets or any crazy shit like that. I don't know if they're in the beta. The bike and everything. I mean, this is the kind of game, if you like shit that's just kind of silly, where you're going to go flying off a cliff and you have a good laugh and you just kind of zerg everywhere, this is the kind of game. I'm not saying you can't be tactical. There is stealth here. I have noticed that you can stealth in, but I don't know. It just feels really cheesy. It doesn't feel anything like the Gra games used to feel like, and that's really what I wanted from this. I wanted Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter in an open world, and I didn't get that. I got more of a GTA kind of game, or like Far Cry. It's like a bastardization of GTA meets Far Cry. I don't know. It's very uninspired. You can issue commands to your teammates, evidently. I haven't done that because everything has just worked with me going in solo. I've set up some synchronized shots where I let my teammate take one out and then I'll hit the other one. But for the most part, I can just go into a building by myself and clear everybody out. I can put a drone up into the air and find where everybody is. It's just too easy. It just feels too easy. To be honest, I really need to go in and turn it onto the highest difficulty and see if it's any more of a challenge for me. I have not played online with other people. I've just been using the AI. I'm sure it's pretty fun cooperatively on the highest difficulty. I couldn't imagine playing it on this setting now with other people because it would just be a massacre. But the zone that they're letting us play in feels pretty big. I don't want to be completely negative about this game. There are some really good things there. The world seems like it's fucking huge. We're playing in just one zone. So if you look at the whole map and you see all these different areas and all these different leaders, these cartel leaders that we're supposed to be taking down, it looks like there's a lot there. When you first started playing the beta, they came out and they said, hey, we've been working on this for like 4 years, yada, 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 yada. And you get in and you play it and you're like, okay, well, I can see where the 4 years went. It went into building this world, and everything else seemed to have suffered for it. And that's one of the problems that people have with open world games. And I have to say that it's something I think it's real. It's a concern. You've got these big open worlds with, let's be honest, there's really not too much to do with all of this open space. You can't make use of all the space, right? So you're kind of sacrificing other things for stuff that's not really being used. But it gives you the feeling of a big world, so that's cool. It's funny because I love MMORPGs, and I have loved them since 2003 with EverQuest Online Adventures, hence my name. So I do appreciate that style of gameplay, but I can definitely see the sacrifices that are being made. And the same sacrifices have been made with Metal Gear Solid 5. It feels like the narrative isn't as strong. You know, you can screw around a little bit too long in an area, and then things seem like they could get recycled. I'm not saying that this game has that problem. I can't possibly say that, okay? I'm just testing a beta. That's pretty much what I'm doing. I haven't played the full game, so let's be honest about this here. This isn't a full review. It's just a first impressions on the beta. But yeah, I can just kind of see that a lot of it is going to be empty space. What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be running around? Is it anything like Far Cry? Are you going to be picking herbs and are you going to be killing animals and using that to upgrade your weapons and all this shit? I honestly don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me. I haven't really been that interested in this game, okay? So unless they got you doing all these different things, can you go under the water and fucking gather kelp to make some sort of medicine? I don't know. It works with RPGs. You guys are seeing what I'm saying here, right? It works with shit like The Witcher 3, and it works with Skyrim because it's a world that, you know, you have a purpose to go into that dungeon. You have a purpose to go into that water looking for Nirnroot and shit. What purpose do I possibly have to go into these areas in a Ghost Recon game? There's no purpose. It's just space in between where I need to be. And sure, there's things for you to do. There's intel that you can gather. There's shit that you can do on the map, little side missions and stuff. But it's not as effective. That's my point. It's not as effective as with an RPG. So open worlds and games like this that are supposed to be tactical and stealthy where you can sneak in, it just, I don't know, it doesn't seem to work as well. It didn't really serve Metal Gear Solid 5 that well, and I don't know if it's going to serve this game all that well. The voice acting, I should mention, is fucking atrocious. It's really bad. It's bad. The lip syncing is bad. So when you think about the opening and, oh, hey, we put 4 years in this, we hope you guys like it, that's going through your head the whole time you're seeing this. You're like, what the fuck? The character, the animations with the mouth and everything, it just doesn't look that good. The fabrics look nice. Like, they've got that shit down. Ubisoft has that down with every one of their games. You look at the back of the fabric on these backpacks and all this stuff. It looks nice. The customization is there. You can create basically any kind of character you want. I saw somebody who made a big boss character. You can do all sorts of shit. But, it like I said, the experience itself, it seems like it's going to be kind of shallow in an open world where there's not that much to do. And I think that, yeah, wait for it, guys. Wait for $20, $30. I wouldn't pick this up first day. If you got it on pre-order, cancel that shit. My prediction for this game is that it's going to have the Division effect. It's going to come out, and it's going to pretty much fall apart within about a month. Because everybody who bought it's going to forget about it. You've got a lot of people out there that buy games because they're new and they're hot, and they've got perpetual ADD, and they just fucking bounce from one game to the next. That's what's going to happen to this game. Now, whether or not they can turn it around like Massive did with The Division, that's yet to be seen, obviously. But I would wait, guys. Like I said, wait until they get things to where it needs to be. Wait until it's cheaper. Who knows? They might not ever turn it around. But if they do, I'll be here and I'll let you guys know. Right now, I want to kick it over to you guys. What do you think of this game? Have you been in the beta? Have you checked it out? Are you extremely disappointed like I am? Let me know down in the comments section below. I thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.